Okay, hello everybody. This is Milad, and here's Finland, and we already have snow, which is great. But as you saw the title, as the title says, I'm about to get fired or at least get laid off. And apparently, there is a difference between laying off and firing people. But anyway, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to record this video because it wasn't really easy for me to talk about these things. And I started to realize that maybe this is the reason why people are not tend to speak about their failures, about their negative feelings or bad feelings. And especially on Instagram, you see people mostly talk about their happiness, their successes, their good feelings, and all this stuff. And they never show, and most of the times, they never show the black side, the negative side. And the one of the main reasons I think is that when you are where you are not healthy, where you are not successful, when you have some bad feelings, some failures in your life, when you get fired, you really don't feel to talk about it, and you just want to find a solution, or you just want to sit somewhere and just relax a little bit. And it's not really easy to talk about these things. And even if I decided to talk about it at this point, is that because I'm not quite sure, because I'm about to get fired or get laid off, but there is a process there. So let me tell you about this story, how it started. Well, it was around 2 weeks ago. My company told us, well, actually publicly announced. It seems that there is a law here in Finland that they need to, publicly announce that they want to fire some people, and there is a 2 or 3 weeks process before they actually come up with a decision. So it's gonna be maybe next week that they're gonna come with some answers and with some decision that how many people they want to fire or who they want to fire, but we have no idea at this point. I know just that they told us that maybe out of the 70, 80 developers we have, maybe 10 of them at most get fired and get laid off. And so there is a 2 week, 3 weeks negotiation by law. So we pick someone, and that guy goes and negotiate basically with the employer, and to decrease the damage, to try to save some people, save some money, cut some expenses, to make the company more profitable for the next year, and this kind of stuff. But in the end, there's gonna be a couple people getting laid off or getting fired, and we don't know. And it's at this point, even um, I'm not yeah, I'm not laid off yet, but it's really stressful. It's really vague. There is a lot of pressure on me, and especially if you're an immigrant, it's 100 times worse. However, I'm lucky at this point. Well, last time basically my contract ended, and practically I got fired when my contract with the university I had didn't extend to the next year. So practically I got laid off, but well, technically it's not that. My contract ended, but it was really stressful for me because 3 years ago, it was, yeah, less than 3 years ago. Um, Not only my contract um, was going to be ended, but also my work permit was going to be ended at the same time. So it was really difficult for me. Either I had to find a job in 2 or 3 months, or I have to leave the country. But this time, if something happens to me, well, at least hopeful that there's not gonna happen to me in terms of work permit and resident permit. Can I stay in Finland because I have at least one more year for being here and one more year work permit. I have no idea about the laws about that, if I need to do something about it, or I have a period of time to apply for another job. But as far as I know is that I'm gonna be safe. But still, there are a lot of expenses I need to pay. Rent, I need to pay for the rent, for the bills, for grocery and food, all kinds of stuff. And so it's not really easy to not have a job for 3 months in a row, which is really scary. And I started to realize that this is happening all around the world over the past few months or even years. And even people getting fired from big companies, Google, Twitter, and they're not able to find another job as a software developer, which is really weird. So at least you expect that somebody who got fired from big company could find a job really fast. But I've seen people, a lot of videos, I've watched them, that they're saying that the situation is like that even if you get fired from a big company, you're gonna be probably 3-4 months out of job with no job. So I already started to apply some places. All of them got rejected. So I need to probably work on my CV. It's a little bit old. I need to tailor CVs for every of these companies. But the point is that I have no idea what's going to happen. So I'm not really ready to start working on these things and apply for other jobs. And at the same time, I'm worried if next week or 2 weeks from now they tell me that, well, you're fired. Well, in that moment, it's really stressful for me. And somehow I experienced it before, and I expected what to do. And I told you, this time is much better. I'm safer than before, but still, now I understand even more how it feels to get fired. I knew that this is gonna happen at some point, but you never expect that it's gonna happen, next month or next week. And you think that, well, it's years from now, maybe next year, maybe 2 years. So you're not ready for that, even though I was expecting this. And as you know, I've been working on different side hustles, like this YouTube channel or other YouTube channels or other kinds of things, working on different projects to try to come up with some side hustles and then make it bigger and bigger, and come up with maybe a startup or company that can make money for me. But these things takes time. And even though I started really early, but even this channel hasn't been there yet, so it's gonna take time. So this is really hard and difficult. And I was thinking if I wanted to record this video or not, but I thought, why not? Let's just say some words. And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people similar to me that they want to share their ideas and their thoughts and how they feel. And also, it can be good for some people that think that they're stable, but I'm pretty sure in a few months there's a chance that you get fired. So be prepared for everything, have some savings, try to come up with backup plans. I have some backup plans, but in the end, I need another job, and I can't have another job until I get fired from one and then I start applying for another one. And I've seen some people that they just work in a company for 1 or 2 years and then try to apply to decrease the damage, that themselves start to apply for another companies and then stay 1 or 2 years there and then continue this path forever. But it's a really good pattern, because working 1 year in every company, and you're gonna have a really shitty CV. So they want to see some. Uh, Usually, companies likes to see some people working or has worked in companies for a couple of years. That says something. Uh, but I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen. So feel free to say anything if you have experienced something like this, or if you're in another difficult situation. Just share your comments. I've watched a lot of these videos, and the comment section is way better because people just talk, discuss, and it's really good. It feels really good that you feel that you're not alone in this path, and there are other people with same problems and same issues. So it shouldn't be always like this, that we say about our happiness, about our successes, about our good feelings, and this kind of stuff. And as a matter of fact, I'm more interested in watching and listening to people who has some failures, or had some bad feelings, or had some issues. And the reason is that it's not that I'm happy for them or it feels good. It doesn't feel good. But if you're if you're in the same situation as them, you there's a sympathy there. You share your feelings with them, and you understand that you're not alone in this path. And if you're not in their shoes, if your situation is way better than them, you just notice that you need to prepare yourself for future, and it's not gonna stable forever. And so, yeah, let's say that, what if I had some, had some children? What if I had some loan debts I need to pay? What if I have some big bills I need to pay? What would happen to me? And it's really scary. The situation could have been worse for me. But yes, I have no idea about this. I'll let you know what's gonna happen. So I thought, maybe, let's say, either way, if I stay at a company, well, I continue creating content. If I lose my job, well, no problem. I can just continue recording some videos about the process. So I've already applied a couple of places. I can show it to you how I apply to as a software engineer. The economy, let me just tell you this, that the economy is really tough, and the situation being a software developer is difficult more than ever. And I've realized recently that most of the companies are looking for senior developers with a lot of basically they're looking for a developer with main stack like Node.js, TypeScript, JavaScript, this kind of things, or Python, Django, Flask. And also they want it to be senior, has some experiences as a team lead, as a tech lead, also ready to design some web applications, contribute to the architecture, this kind of stuff. So they expect you to know a lot, and expect you to have a lot of experience to show them, 6-7 years of experience in software development, which is really huge. And there is no even sign of the job positions for mid-level developer are really low, and for junior developers I barely see that. So yeah, that's the situation. And I live in Finland. So if you live in another country, Germany, other European countries, or in USA or Canada, let me know what's the situation there. And this is a really big question for me, because I've watched a lot of videos from USA, United States, and Canada. It seems that the situation is not good there as well. There are a lot of jobs, but also there are a lot of applicants and developers. Oops, sorry for that. And yeah, that's it, I think, pretty much. I'll get back to you with another video. I try to create more with videos. So outside it's a bit cold. I prefer to stay at home and record some videos like this. And yeah, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. See you very soon. Bye bye. Take care.